Hey guys, Tammy here. A little bit of a different type of training today. I had something completely different planned, and then yesterday I talked with my good friend Steve in Dallas, and we worked together to straighten out his Google business place. And so, in the process of doing that, I thought, hey, this would be a great training program for everybody. And he agreed. He offered up his page as an example, which was very kind and generous of him. So we're going to use his page, and we're going to go through the process of setting up your Google Places page properly. First of all, this training is actually going to be cut up in a few different segments because I don't want it to be overwhelming to you, and I want it to be something that you can swallow and implement right away. So we're going to do this in steps. First of all, I want to say, if you're like Steve, you may have multiple Gmail accounts or multiple Gmail email addresses. If that's the case, you definitely want to make sure that you don't have Google pages, Google Plus pages attached to all of those emails, because let me tell you the reason why. Number one, first of all, it's hard enough as it is to take care of one, but if you have multiple out there and you're not managing them, then chances are people can leave bad feedback or any kind of feedback on those Google pages, and you're not managing or monitoring them. You don't want that to happen. So by all means, before you start this process, clean your house a little bit, and when you log into your accounts, make sure you only have one Google account, one Google Plus page, one Google business page. That being said, I am going to log into Steve's page. I'm going to sign in. Okay, so first of all, this is what we're going to do. The first thing I want to show you is this. In this process, I did some research, and I noticed that some of you have not claimed your Google business page. I just took a couple of locations, I typed them in randomly, and I saw that there's a significant amount of you that actually haven't claimed your space. And if you haven't, that is actually the first step, the first crucial step in this process. And first of all, what you're going to do is wherever your office is located, I mean, you may do business, in Steve's case, he does business in Dallas. The address of his business where he is Plano, Texas. So that's what you're going to type in. Oh, I'm sorry. You're going to type in Andy OnCall, and then the city of where your business is. Now, as I do this, you're going to see that this is Steve's Google business place. Obviously, he's got 21 reviews here, and actually he's doing quite good. He's already claimed this space. If he hadn't, by the way, down here it would say claim this business, and when you click that link, it would take you to a page where you would apply for a PIN number that Google will either call you with or send to you in the mail. And once you get that PIN number, you would type in that PIN number, and then the Google business place would be yours. Okay. So that's kind of how that process works. Wherever your city is, you want to type in Andy OnCall, and wherever your city is, and then make sure you have the right business place. Okay, so here is what we are going to do. We are going to, first of all, I know this sounds kind of weird, but sometimes to get to the page, to edit it, can be a little clunkety. Here's the quickest way. Google My Business. And this takes you to the business page setup. And then you'll just type sign in. Obviously, we're already signed in, which should go straight there. And we did. So this is Steve's page. As you can see, the little green thing with the little check mark means his page is already verified, which is excellent. His page is currently at 90%, which means it needs a little bit of work, but we're going to take care of that. So what I want you to see is just kind of look around at this page and see how he's got 12 followers, and here's his address, and here's his website address, and all this good stuff. Okay, so here's what we're going to do first. The first thing is we definitely want to make sure that our Google business place is verified, it's claimed, And then we want to make sure that we get it to 90%. So here's what we're going to do. It says here, it says add a profile photo. So we're going to do that really fast. I've actually set up some things for Steve to get this done. And I'm going to hit set as photo. So see, now he's got a cute little photo, and it says your profile is 100%. Yay, that's excellent. Okay, so a couple of things I want to show you here. If you go into the edit field, my computer's acting a little slow today. If you scroll down, you can see the categories. Okay, you can put in different categories right here, you know, whatever you do in your business. By the way, this is highly searchable, which by the way, we will talk about in probably our next session, but I just wanted to point that out. You want to make sure that you fill out your introduction well. Again, another field which is highly searchable. We'll talk about that in a later learning session. But you want to make sure this is filled out well, and you have handyman service, for example, is obviously is a keyword for Steve, and it's really smart that he wrote homeowners north of Dallas, because that is an opportunity for him to put Dallas into his page when actually he is listed, of course, in Plano. So you want to make sure that all of these things are filled out, number one, properly, but of course also at 100%. And you want to make sure that you've got plenty of keywords in here using these fields here and these fields here to make sure that you have the appropriate keywords for your business. Okay, so that's all that we need to look at there. Now, here's the other thing I want to show you. This little field here, this little box right here opens up the apps that are available for your Google account. Now, this being my business app, this is this one right here. This one is this is going to be your Google Plus page, which by the way, every My Business page has a Google page, which by the way is a very important part of this picture. Again, something we'll talk about in one of our next sessions. And over here, if you decide to do a YouTube channel, you'll click that. Basically, everything you need should stay in this little family. You don't want to have a YouTube station on a different email account living someplace else. You don't want to have a Google Plus page living somewhere else under a different account, because that creates disorganization. Now remember, this is hard enough as it is. We want to keep everything organized, tight, and in a nice little tight space. This is all of our stuff right here. So let's take a look at Steve's Google page. Now, as pretty as this is, which is very pretty and colorful, it's not actually the branding that we use. So what I'm going to do is, again, I have previously prepared something for Steve. I'm going to upload something different, and let me find it. Here is the graphic that I've designed for him, and I'm going to load this up. And I'm just going to pull this a little bit. And the only reason why I know this is because I do this so much that I know exactly how to tweak it. And I'm happy to help you do yours, by the way. Okay. Now see, look how beautiful that looks. Okay. So everything is saved now. I want to call your attention to this area over here. This page has had over 66,000 views. This information here is highly searchable on the internet, which by the way, again, is something that we're going to talk about in the near future. I'm going to tell you why these things are so important to your business. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to scroll down a little bit, and I want to show you I want to show you all the different reviews that Steve has, and let's hope that he don't have anything, hope he doesn't have anything bad yet. Reviews, it's not letting me in his reviews for some reason. I'm gonna, forgive me for being a little clunkety. I'm gonna go here. Okay. Manage my reviews. Okay, so we're gonna check out his reviews. So Recently, he had someone leave him a 4-star review on April the 15th. You can click View and Reply. She didn't leave anything, she just left a rating. That's okay. It's nice to comment on all of your ratings. It's just a nice way to let people know that you communicate with people. As you can see, Steve has multiple pretty good reviews, which is excellent. Very, very good, Steve. So if you scroll down, by the way, what Google does is it integrates reviews from other parts of the web, which may or may not be good. But as you can see here, here are some reviews from a few other places. Okay, so the summary of this part of the lesson is make sure that you only have one Google email address. Make sure that Google email address is attached to your Google Business Place. Make sure your Google Business Place is claimed. And then once you claim it and get your hands on it, you want to make sure that you do a really good job of populating it and getting everything correct and making sure that your little family, everything stays in your little family like it is over here. Now, one of the things that I wanted to show you in the Manage Review section, this is actually, you can actually send somebody a link to your review page, which, by the way, is something we're going to talk about in the next session. So, in the next session, we're going to talk about how to choose keywords. We're also going to talk about the way that your Google business page is found on Google. We're going to talk about why these views matter. And we're also going to talk about how you can get your customer to easily send you a review. So I encourage you, everybody, go look for your Google Business Place today. If you haven't claimed yours, get that taken care of. And hey, I'm here for you. I'm happy to help you, just like I helped Steve get his all set up. I'm happy to help get yours all populated and get it all nice and pretty and get it ready for the internet. I hope you guys enjoyed this. See you soon. Cheers.